my thumbnails on both of my TikToks for my two main pages. And I have a theory. Okay. So follow me through this theory. I'm filming this on a live. So there will be people joining in about like a minute. Usually YouTube gives a minute beforehand. But since I'm just sitting here, I was like, you know what? We gotta document this because this might be what really blows my page up, and I want to make sure I got my thoughts out on paper so nobody could say this wasn't like a strategic thought. Like, I feel like it's the boys, it's the boys I got to prepare myself for, because they're going to see that overnight success and be like, that was overnight success because she was homeless living in her car. No, I am actually right now, I am working on a strategy on how to blow up a video talking about being homeless living in my car, where I am projecting that a majority of people will not watch the full video. That is what happens on TikTok. People don't watch the full video. They watch like a glimpse of it and then they get an idea and they run to your page to go look. But here's the thing. I've removed all my thumbnails, right? Well, not all of them. It's kind of like right now, here's one. This is for my business page where I'm slowly starting to put up videos that are going to have that thumbnail right here. But here's what my other one is looking like. And I'm basically, here's the thought. If I film a 6-minute video, chop down that 6-minute video and schedule like 10 to 15 little clips of parts of that video, right? And schedule them to go out leading people to that main video, that main video, that main video. Rinse and repeat. This way I could start doing that like 50 to 100 posts a day. Without a bunch of just like thoughtless topics and this and that. Like, nah, I need to train my algorithm. Like, look, right now, here's how it's about to look. Okay, so this one just went live and I need to change the cover of, right? But you see it? And then it just says, just another episode, just another episode. Now imagine this on the smaller scale. So I have 222 views on the video. Now, mind you, this is the thumbnail to the main video that I'm about to start playing with, right? 222 views in the last, I think it's been up for an hour. The search, it's been up for 2 hours. The search says, when you found out I was sleeping in my car, okay? That's what the search says. And then this is what my data is saying. I'm so geeked out because I love this. This is the shit that turns me like out right here. All right, so far that video that I'm intentionally going to make this video go viral, and it's not even linked here, just so you know. I'm not bringing it over here. I'll update the description later. I don't want to cheat the system. You guys are a whole different algorithm, a whole different game happening over here on YouTube, okay? Because we are on a live stream. I'm filming, but I have people watching me live. Hello. We could talk about God, because this is God right here. God has sent me on a life mission to not only overcome so many hardships that if somebody dealt with even one of them, it would crumble them. But I do it, and I do it cute, and I do it gracefully. And even on my worst days, when I have a little bit of chin hair coming in, I show up, because I know it's only a matter of a couple hours of hustle before I get to go take a shower, shave, do my hair, my eyebrows, etc. But I know that the amount of work I just put in for the last couple hours is going to coast me when it comes to content creation. Like, I'm in a phase, I'm not monetized, and I just had to sit real low views for a year because I could not allow the situation I was documenting in family court to be said she was doing it to monetize. So there was no monetization the whole year. So right now I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm about to be big body energy. What's good? I got that type of energy. Now, TikTok is like girl shit, gang. YouTube is like, what you got to offer? What you gonna teach? What you gonna give? And I'm not a typical, like, I don't want to do like a vlog style thing and whatnot. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is grow organically to what's organic to me by playing around with trends and things like that, and find my niche on YouTube, while also respecting the culture of YouTube. So I feel like live streams is going to be where I can really build a community over here of, like, honestly, like bros. Like, bros be over here. This is where the bros are. I know that because my man's blue collar. He be on YouTube. He love watching all that Trump shit, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll be like, I can't believe y'all really just sit there and watch. And he really does sit and still like watch YouTube. Me, I come and I have girls I check in on. I like to see what they got going going on, but I'm not a YouTube scroller, but I am starting to embrace coming back over to it now that I've mastered, so to speak, TikTok and growing on TikTok. I'm like, oh, I can do that every day. That's my 9 to 5 now. Like, that's my 9 to 5. Now, this is a challenge. And populism. Okay. Now, do you mean like somebody said populism is a strong joke? I forgot they're not going to be able to see that chat. Populism. Do you mean like how populated we are as a people, or like popularity? Because like for myself, I think that it comes so easy to me because I've always been popular. I'm popular in real life, like hometown, small town girl popular. But I'm not a mean girl, but I'm mean as fuck to the mean girls. You get what I mean? Like, so I'm sweet, I'm nice, but like, don't get on that other side. And so what I've been doing as far as like playing this, I'm in a court system game where they're the ones that are forgetting that they're at work and they're at court, but they want to act like high school little ass girls. So I've handled it with a balance of like, I will show you I could play this court game. I'm going to do it very serious. Oh, okay. I'll get back to that in a second. I play the game very serious. But also, I can do this high school shit. You want a mean girl? I'm a mean girl the hell out of everybody through TikTok. I'm a TikToker. Don't ever piss a TikToker off. I said there's going to be two positions that are the strongest and most powerful positions in this world. And it is going to be TikTokers and lawyers, attorneys. Okay. Now you said, you stumbled upon my live and you were saying how your partner is into Trump videos. He is one of those millennial men that's blue collar, that is like, he's educated enough to understand what's going on as far as economics to whatever information is being given, if that makes sense. And it's like, I be sitting there like, no wonder why you think that to certain things. But I'm a safe space. Because me personally, I'm not. People are always like, "Oh, you Democrats, you lefties." I'm like, I'm not with none of them. I say I'm a whole different. I'm a world changer. Put it that way. I'm a world changer. That's who I am as a person. That I'm a world changer. I don't believe in playing the game even remotely close to what we do. And I think if I speak too fluidly, too quick in the world, they're gonna try to take me out. I gotta get my money up. You feel me? My money up, not my funny up. If I wanted to, you gotta catch me on them TikTok lives. Like, that's not like a YouTube-esque. I can't drop that over here on YouTube. They'll get me. They gonna take me out. Talking on YouTube, you might as well be talking on the CIA microphone. You feel me? So anywho, flow of information is so fast. Yes. And that was why I said being an attorney is one of the most powerful positions on that scale here, because like, you understand the law. And so to understand the law is understanding where the bread and the butter is that really makes this country go. We have laws and we have limits, and we have to have these limits in place because people will always try to push the limit, and the law is a living, breathing organism that is being pushed to its limit all the time. Like, all the time. And so now also, we used to have, journalistic ethics. We had like these ethics that people were using when they were spreading the news, when they were reporting the news. We know that the news has always been used as a way to control the people. And right now, there is so much information that people have access to on their own, but also that we spread with like no regard sometimes. Like, I do think that there are people that if they've realized how to monetize their voice. And as somebody who monetizes her voice, I understand the power that can go to your head when you monetize. Trust me, the whole time I'm going through court, where everybody else who's scared to even raise their voice in a courtroom, I'm like, listen, I already typed this shit out in emotion. I said it out loud on the record. I'm going to say whatever the fuck on TikTok. It's 300 days I haven't seen my child. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. And I'm so grateful for it, because I've been able to show the power in my voice while not even asking for a dime for it. So where now it's like, oh, I can go. That doesn't mean take that power and dramatize what's going on. I don't want to live my life like that. Like, there's people that want me to dramatize what I'm going through in order to grow an audience. I don't need to do that. I just need to work on SEO and find like-minded people that hear certain shit about the government and hear about the court system and are like, oh, I like her. She talked that shit. Like, I like that. You know what I mean? That don't discredit pro se litigants. Like, my greatest strength was when I walked in, they see me as a pro se litigant. They see me as somebody who is cosplaying as an attorney. They didn't realize that I'm just a citizen that's very big on justice. And by justice, it means quite literally owning up to the law. Even if the law is what is like screwing me over, then show me it. But you can't just screw me over and the law doesn't support you. Absolutely not. We don't do that. 0%. I'm not with that type of shit. So anyway, case in point, now I'm posting on TikTok. This was the whole point of like this live right here. I want to stay a little on topic for the playback video. But the whole thing is I've been posting, videos, and people will see words and captions and things like that and think that they can just go piece together. And you can't. I upload hundreds of videos sometimes in a week. So, and they're literally like, some are 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Like, you have no idea how long any of my videos are unless you're watching it. And then you have like 7 seconds, 5 seconds, etc. So I do that intentionally to discredit them, bringing them into court in the future, because they were used to try to create a narrative that is the complete opposite, while ignoring the very narrative that is in your face also of how I am as a mother and etc. And none of that was used. None of that was even discredited. But we only focused on the videos where I spoke on the court, and all I was saying was how motions were being restored, and I wasn't there. I meant that. I was saying how I very much question the relationship between co-counsel and her client, i.e. my baby daddy and his attorney, because she calling me like she his side piece. I very much had an issue with the court attorney referee being somebody who was just found responsible essentially for doing something with a ballot of like replacing a name, being a part of a process of trying to put somebody's name on a ballot to hold a spot, etc. Like stupid, like Republican shit. Doing something like that. I didn't lie. That's a case. It's public. New York State versus Bailey, or no, Ella Marshall versus Nicole Bailey. I think it's Ella Marshall versus Nicole Bailey. So right now, while I'm in court, I have the new judge. Her name is Ella Marshall. That attorney that sued her is now my judge. And I know that I'm in a case where she cannot act in a way that is nefarious just because she might have a history with that woman, or on behalf of the court, because there is like this added thing of like, she's, you were her replacement, you were the judge, so were you a wrong pick, like there's all these like politics that lay in there. And so I'm making it that no one is able to present a 3-second clip video to her ever again, anyone in court ever again. They have used my media where they know they can pull one video, but the person they'll show the video won't go watch the thousands of videos. They know that. And so I'm making that basically like impossible now. It is impossible. There are thousands and thousands of hours that I spend on an app over the course of the last couple of years. You cannot use 30 seconds of a 9-minute video to say, look what she said about you. Grow up. Because here's the thing, while something like that was allowed to have a trial get spiraled out of fucking control to the point where my child has been missing now for 300 days. And by missing, meaning that court can never tell you where my kid is. Have I done my own investigation of trying to keep track of him and keep up where my baby is and documenting to the court? Absolutely. And that's what's been posted all throughout TikTok. However, the rate I post to TikTok, new people come in every day. They don't even know what I've gone through. They just see me as somebody posting in a bra, and then they're like, wait, what? And that's what scares these people, is because when a microphone gets put in my face, that is not my own microphone, that is a CNN, that is a Fox News, that is something that is on a national level, you think I won't go to Fox News or CNN and talk about this shit? Baby, I'm not no blue-blooded Democrat now, and I ain't no red-blooded Republican. I am an American. And if you think I won't get my black ass on as a black mama to a white child and put my cute little baby up there on CNN and talk about how these Democrats in this city, I can't even go to anybody in the state. I can't call Kathy Hochul. I can't call Letitia James. I can't call any of these women for any help of what's going on. I can't even go to the Republican judge that oversees it. She told me call the police, but now when I call the police, I'm being treated like a criminal, and they won't give me information for a civil matter that I'm the plaintiff in and filing. And the mother of the child who has rights to the child, who has legal reasoning on why my child should be with me and should not even be with this man in the first place, and that's in a pending an appeal, but they have no idea how bad this looks. When I tell you I live in my car, because they have displaced me from even having the comfort of being home in my mama's house while going through this, because they couldn't even file paperwork correctly when I was in Pennsylvania, to dragging it out. But then when I needed a simple incident report and welfare check, after months of them not doing it, I was told by the Rochester Police Department that I needed to come up here and be in state. And I've been here since January 31st. So like what I'm documenting on my page, when I tell you there are monitoring spirits, there are people that are looking, right? And they know that I'm on a mission of blowing up, and they know I'm on a mission of blowing up for everything but them. Because who are you? You're just a glitch in my system right now. But I can make content. I can make content about how I'm preparing for my case and how I'm moving things around. And when people ask questions about you, just tell them, and the facts are all there. Allow them to just come up with whatever the fuck they want. Come to whatever conclusions they want. Because when the more Americans that are dealing with this family court system come across me as somebody selling a bra and realize, y'all did what with her baby? Hold on, and send me to 6 of their cousins and they Facebook timeline like, yo, I was looking at a bra, but go look, because I got a brand that's sending me bras too, that's going to end up paying me to put paid promotion on my videos soon. And I'm coming over to YouTube, because YouTube done changed up this algorithm. You get them views and them subscribers like it ain't nothing over here now, boy. Like it ain't nothing over here now, boy. I know what ChatGPT said, let me help y'all with these descriptions and keywords, baby. Let me show you how to get in front of people. You don't write your description to impress nobody. You don't write your description to lead nobody unless they're actually looking through there to where they need to go. But you run that shit through ChatGPT now, and she'll do the work. She'll tell you, I will make you go viral today. Use these trending words today, and that video will move today based off of today's thing. What did you say, baby? Wishing you luck on your case as someone stuck with litigation in multiple cities in Pakistan. Now, you're the type of person that I met. See, come here, God. You want to talk about God? Wasn't that you that asked me, let's talk about God? No, that was somebody else. But talk about God, that's where my people are, is over here on YouTube. Like, I already made templates to help manage case shit for like my ClickUp and all that, my whole business brand. I'm not trying to sell my products though. I'm looking for affiliates. I'm looking for somebody like you that is like, let me learn how to use ClickUp and manage my multiple cases across Pakistan and etc., and make a video on it and make 30% commission. You see why I'm coming over here? I need to come over here with the bros, yo, because y'all gonna be the ones that like my mind. That's why my man like me, and I just be rounding my mouth. But he not really my man, so he be on YouTube. So I gotta come across him on these YouTube streets. We not on no other like social media. One day I'm gonna pop up on his timeline. He gonna be like, she didn't even tell me she had 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. Because why? Baby, you don't care about my little TikTok. I'm about to come through the back door like, wow. I'm on a mission. I'm in like a situationship with somebody that's extremely, like, not even just competitive, but like that bar with him is gonna move every single time. He'll put it so high, and I'll get like, I'll be right there. I'll be pulling over that bar, and he'll go psych and move it more. And sometimes that could be a problem, but it just is like, this is one of those people in my life that I'm like, yes, baby, move that, pull that shit every time. Every time I step on it, pull it again and pull it again and pull it again, and don't stop pulling it until the day that we die. Like, don't stop pulling that rug. That's the person I want to spend my life with. That's the person that, like, yes, please keep setting this bar and this standard with all kinds of things. Not in a sense of like, oh, I'm perfect and you're not, neither, because I will definitely stand my ground. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from a stand your ground state. You ain't about to bully me, bro. I'll fight back. Shit, I'll talk my shit. But from like we can really make some magic happen in the world if we work together. And if not, I'll go back to these streets and be single again. These niggas love me. It's hot. I'm using this time that I'm sitting in the car before I go to the gym and shower and work out and all that to just sweat. It's not like just sweat time. But yeah, no, thank you. Definitely, like, this shit is hard. It is very hard. But I believe, like, I'm gonna make great things happen in this year of my life on so many different scales that I'm gonna be a whole different person next year. And I'm enjoying becoming her. Like, I'm 33. I have this vision for myself by 40. And if I'm not who I envision in my mind as a woman, it's just I want to be able, I have like a standard. Like, I want that big house for Christmas. Even if I don't like to celebrate Christmas, I want my mom to have access to, say, like, my daughter's house, man. And I want my mom to live 4 feet away from me. You know what I mean? So you get it. It's like, I know I'm like a real adult and I have to do real adult things, but I also know that was the test run. Whatever 20 was a test run to this. Now it's like I need to establish my voice in this world with these people, because these boomers is acting up. They are something else. The boomers are they are something else out here in these streets, okay? There's something. And I'll be walking into the courthouse sometimes, right? I got my folder, I got my laptop, I got all my files. I'm like, I'm okay. Boom. I need a piece of paper, like a warrant, a copy of a warrant in my case, my civil case that I'm a plaintiff in. This should be easy. It should be, hey, can I get a copy of that warrant from my case, that's civil case that I'm a plaintiff in? And then they should go, here's a copy of your case of the warrant from your case of your civil case that you're a plaintiff in. No, instead I get, no. What do you mean no? No? Like, what do we mean no? So you're gonna delay giving it to me today. Girl, I'm not in the mood. So I say, are you sure? She goes, I said, are you sure? Sure. She goes to get her supervisor. Supervisor come. I said, yeah, I need a copy of the warrant in my civil case, of the case that I'm a plaintiff in. Copy of the warrant for his arrest in my case, in the civil case that I'm a plaintiff in. And they say, I can't because it's confidential, bitch. But I've been doing this now for a while with these women, so I go, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and go file a motion and ask the judge to give me a copy of the warrant in the case of the civil case that I'm a plaintiff in. And then I go upstairs and I type up a motion in about 4 seconds using my ClickUp AI that manages all the notes from this stupid case. And I say, I need a copy of that warrant. Could you please express on why I need the copy of that warrant? And she responds back with, they've not laid eyes on this child for this long. This, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera. Police are not cooperating. This officer on this day at this time and this, that. And I go, thank you. And I take my little motion right back downstairs 2 minutes later and go. And then they go, okay, we're going to file it. Why? Because I was trying to talk to you and you just made me go talk to the judge. I didn't want to talk to the judge. If I wanted to talk to the judge, I would have came in here and wrote something to talk to the judge. I was talking to you. You took me to your supervisor. Your supervisor told me no. I went and filed. Now the judge could tell them, give her a copy of it, but the judge doesn't want to do that. So now I'm going to sit on the judge's desk for a week without a copy of a warrant in a civil case that I'm a... You see what I'm dealing with? So I gotta just make my life girl shit, gang, sell TikTok, bro. Like, like, oh, y'all thought I was gonna go home. Y'all thought I was gonna get an apartment out here. Y'all thought I was gonna get a 9-to-5 and contribute to your society in any other way than being a litigating monster. Nah, baby, I'm gonna instead live at one of your local gas stations where everybody sees me working. Everybody wonders, who's that cute little mixed girl? Like, some days I'll be really cute. Some days I'll be cute. Like, I feel like I got potential to be cute. So, let's be for real. I'll be really cute. Like, when I got, like, them fresh blowouts and shit. You said you had to draft a supporting affidavit in one high court for another high court in a different province. Took you 4 hours, which could have been a 15. It could. Don't sleep, though, on chat. GPT and all of that shit. I'm telling you right now. Don't use it for cases. Do not use it to cite cases. You will be embarrassed. They are starting to really lock in on that. Do not use it to cite cases and do not use it to come up with like facts and shit, but having all your facts and then just giving it your outline, that shit fills in all that, like, and here he and like, you get what I'm saying? It fills in all of that, and then like you can edit and add your own tone later, because I get that boom boom, I'm about to work on one. So I got this 170 something page one that I submitted a couple months back, and that was one that took me like a week. You know, it got like exhibits, like 20 something exhibits and all that. That was to the appellate court because I needed to stay the custody order that got us in this situation in the fucking first place. So they dismissed it in a day. You ain't read that shit, but thank you, because you have no idea what you just dismissed. Him doing exactly what he's doing now, and who I said was going to be a problem for me, and who was the ones that were targeting me, and then they started targeting me more because you dismissed that, and I was coming to the court, and now I'm in the law library. They calling the sheriffs and telling the sheriffs that I'm up in there bullying somebody. I ain't even speak to nobody. I ain't even see nobody. They talking about a TikTok. I say, you got a deposition? They say, huh? Did you see the TikTok? They say, huh? I said, so why are you in my face? What are we talking about? Why are we here? Get out of my way. Thank you. But now you guys can babysit me every time I come in the courthouse. So now they're mad as fuck because they got all around with me the whole time. It is really like small town girl. Like, and I am famous. They treat me crazy in here. But yeah, utilizing it, I have like, so I use ClickUp, right? And inside of there, they have what they call this ClickUp Brain now. And she can read all my tasks. She can read my comments to myself, my teammate comments. Like, it is insane. I've always used it as a second brain, but it is insane now to have her. And I literally can just talk with her for hours. Like, she's my actual assistant. And I can program her essentially to knowing, talk back to me like an attorney, talk back to me like you're a Harvard grad, but like use like a girl tone, like I'm a girl's girl, like, hey girl, hey bestie, how you doing? But she'll write back some shit, and she can understand my case. Like, I asked her the other day, I'm like, who do you think, you know, would be the first to like come after me and etc. And she was literally like, well, this officer got this going on, and that officer is this, that. Like, yo, I said, oh, they better be ready. They better be ready for when I come again. They better be ready for when I come back. And so right now, you know, spoiler alert, because nobody gonna watch. This is like, we at 20 something minutes of this video. Ain't nobody watching it now. They've been clicked off. They was like, she was talking that shit. That's what I mean by the monitoring spirits. They not gonna watch this far. This where I'm at this week, right now. So I got that warrant sitting on the judge's desk. Okay, I left my little voice note. I got it recorded. I left a voicemail to Chambers, because when I called back in to check the status of it, they sent me over to Chambers, right? Because now they're trying to make me mad at like the judge for not doing it. That's not a problem. I asked my attorney, did you do anything? No. Okay, so mind you, what we're leaving off with is there's a warrant for his arrest. I cannot get the warrant served. Rochester Police Department will not serve the warrant. I have them on 2 recordings admitting that, one, my child is in Arizona, that he left my child in Arizona. They are claiming my child is with his, quote, parents, her grandparents. I don't know who these people are. I know his mother's name, but I don't have a number. She's not calling me. I have no contact with my child. He left her because that was, quote, the right thing to do. And they believe if they give me the information on where my child is, I'm going to abscond with my child. I don't know who the fuck these police think they're fucking with. On live, got it documented. Like, excuse me, are you a judge, Sergeant? Because who do you think you are to make a decision like that? Wrong. So you're not going to give me information on my case that I'm a plaintiff in, my civil case that I'm a plaintiff in? Because y'all so used to treating black folk like criminals, you don't know when I'm in charge of you. That's the fucked up part. You don't know when I'm in charge of your next move. When I'm in control of the situation, you can't even see that I'm in control of this situation. You're admitting to me that you are not giving me a location or information on my child in a case that I am the petitioner on, that I am the victim, that my child is the victim, because you think you know more than the people who have the facts in court. Why? Because I'm not super duper nice to you when I talk to you. I was nice to you when I met you. I was nice to you when I was complaining about an officer and I started talking to you. and you were supposed to, help alleviate the situation and have made it drastically worse. I don't need to be nice. I need to be respectful, and I can be respectful. I need to be factual, and I need to keep my voice a little bit lower. I need to do that. But I don't need to be nice to you. For what? Why? You're not nice to me. My child's birthday just goes by and they talk about some, my bad. It was my weekend off, so I forgot to respond back to you about a welfare check on. Boy, I swear to God. So anyway, that's where we're leaving off. I let my court, my attorney know for family court. My other attorney knows this is where we're leaving off. Everybody's like, oh, she's coming blood now. Like, yeah. Yeah, because I've been playing nice. I've been letting everybody make their little paper trail of, no, I am working. Okay, cool. Let's play again. We're playing for round 2 now. Round 3 for real. Because now I'm about to start playing around with words like writ of mandamus, habeas corpus, request for conferences, motions. Like, oh, y'all want me to talk to the judge? I'm going to talk to the judge. I'm going to talk to this judge. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to her in paper real nice. I'm going to talk to her in paper real nice because she's waiting for one of these attorneys to start talking, and none of these attorneys can start talking, and Ronald can't come in and start talking. So guess what? That means nobody got shit to say about me though, right? Nobody's saying, you know what? Well, we shouldn't even have to be waiting for these proceedings because, she ain't shit. She ain't it. Nobody's saying nothing about me. They can't even bring up the fact that I live in my fucking car. You know why? Because how would you know that if you were not watching my social media? How would you know that if you were not coming up with inferences based off of social media? But I have said in several videos that the reason that I stay in my car is because I'm not leaving until you give me my baby. I got nowhere else to be. Nowhere else to be. I go see that man when I want to hump on him. I go to the gym to shower when I need to so that I'm not having to deal with toxic friendships and relationships with anybody just to have a shower. So some days, if I don't shower at somebody's house, I don't shower at somebody's house. What's that mean? I shower at the gym. I'm straight. We cool. I walk in, I walk out. We say hello. I don't got to, deal with somebody monitoring my every move but never being there for anything that I might need. So no, I'm good. I'm standing on business. Like, it looks unfamiliar to people who've never had to do it. And so removing my thumbnails is standing on business of like closing curtains. But with that said, I'm about to close this curtain now. I'm hot. This was fun. This was 30-something minutes. I'll probably be back one later because I'm just going to be using this. So hit that subscribe button. And yeah, it was nice meeting you. I will see you around here on these TikTok streets. Reach out if you need anything. I got you. I would love to learn more about Pakistan law and all of that. Like, literally, like, we could Zoom. Like, I would love to learn about that. I'm obsessed with, like, Dubai law shows and shit. Obsessed with them. The drama, because, like, the ethics and, like, culture. And,